theatre or maybe films, the young generation that's coming in Africa that want to enter the creative, what should they start with? Should they start with theatre or should they just go into films? Or
I think
what is the best way to do it? I
think you can do both. Because this thing really balance, it helps each other. It's to take different techniques, working. Because in film, if a good director, good production is going on, you do research on the acting and all that. And in theatre it's the same, you do research, you have to do a lot of research on your own, you understand? Hollywood invests a lot in sending people to Africa. If you're going to play an African 3 months there, you go there, you study and all that, and then you have the accents and all that. Theatre doesn't have that sound, the same sort of money structure as films do have, talking about the big film company. But I think we need to tell good stories. We need to make people believe in everything story we tell, especially in Africa, because we're not used to that. But at the same time, we know Africa got a very great sort of potential of richness of storytelling. All the African filmmakers, if you look from the 60s when they started, Diallo and all, they're making the films were theatrical without us studying it, because it was how they tell the story, how they film the story. It was long shot, going, mind walking from one place to another. It's not because he's walking there. It's about why is he walking? What is this? How does the story from that part and that part? We need to look at the details because we're not used to that. You understand? So I think that we cannot say this one is better than the other. We have to go do both, because we need to bring the audience back to storytelling, because it's one of the biggest phenomena in Africa, and we should not forget that. Because your father, your mother, your grandmother tell you story. Come, let's sit there and talk together. In the full moon, in the ancestor, they sit there and talk story with you. It brings life, it revives in your soul. You feel great, it's the richness of all that. And you feel happy together, the collective way of telling stories. It's a collective way of bringing